Good morning! Oh no, it might not be morning when you watch this. What have I done? How's it going, everyone? If you're watching this video on the day it was released, then it should be the 1-year anniversary of the localization of Shin Sakura Taisen, simply called over here Sakura Wars. Also, from now on, I'm just gonna call it Shin Sakura. That way you know I'm talking about it and not the original Sakura Wars. Let me cut to the chase of why I'm making this video. A while back, the YouTube channel Backlog Battle had an interview with the creators of Shin Sakura, wherein they said that with enough fan demand, they would like to port the old games over to modern consoles and localize them for the first time. So I wanted to use this video to rile enough people up to convince SEGA to localize the old games. Honestly, at this point, I feel like those old games should be ported over to modern consoles. First off, I want them for context, so we can really appreciate the full story of the Imperial Combat Review. With the context of the old games, we'd appreciate the settings and the characters and the story a whole lot more. And there's also preservation. These games are only available by buying the old hardware and the original copies, and no one should have to do that. I spent $200 on So Long My Love because I'm a fool, and because I wanted both the PS2 and the Wii version. But I wouldn't ask anyone else to do that. And for another thing, just so America can officially experience these games for the first time. I know there's a fan-translated version of it on the internet, but I want one that's officially licensed by SEGA, you know? When I say I want the Sakura Wars games localized, I mean just the mainline games. I mean Sakura Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, a port of 5, and also Sakura Wars In Hot Blood, which is a remake of Sakura Wars 1. Okay, so why In Hot Blood? Why have a remake of the original game and the original in one package? It's just more needless work, right? Well, to that I'd say preservation again. These games are so different from each other that they should really be considered their own games, and that means they both need to be preserved. The original Sakura Wars is just a traditional strategy RPG, wherein Sakura Wars In Hot Blood uses the ARM system, which was introduced in Sakura Wars 3. Completely different battle system, as well as a bunch of other added things to it, which makes them completely different games, and both needing of preservation. And honestly, I don't think a remake does, can, or should replace the original. If that were the case, then Nintendo would have put Super Mario 64 DS in the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, instead of the original. They're both completely different games, and they both have their own nuances that make them unique. That's why they're both on the Wii U Virtual Console, right? And look at Medieval and Odin Sphere Lathrosir. They both have the original games in them, so you can play them both. So if you want to experience the remake, then experience the remake. But if you want to experience the original, you can experience the original as well. It's not a replacement of the original, it's a complement to the original. Full disclosure, I stole that from King K on his video on remakes. Go watch it, it's actually really good. Point is, you can never truly have the same experience playing a remake than you can playing the original game. And personally, I want to experience the original game Japan fell in love with all those years ago. And In Hot Blood has so much cool stuff added to it that I want to experience that game as well. As for the other games, nothing much really needs to change. I think Sakura Wars 5 should have an option to use both the English and Japanese languages, just because, you know, it was already there, you might as well keep it in there. And it should just be a simple change from the main menu, you know? I'm thinking the games could just be emulated. Maybe SEGA could work with M2. They have a pretty good working relationship. As for bonuses for the collection, I'm thinking it could have that special DVD that came with In Hot Blood. Completely translated, obviously. It was basically just a history of how Sakura Wars was made in the first place. Maybe we could even get some information on the cancelled Sakura Wars 6. I think that'd be really cool. I know this sounds like a lot of work, and it is, but I feel like it needs to be done. For the fans. For the Japanese fans and the English fans. Now, the only hindrance I could possibly see is SEGA would have to work with Red Entertainment again. For those of you who don't know, the Sakura Wars license is owned by SEGA, but the original Sakura Wars games were all developed by a company called Red Entertainment. Honestly though, I don't think the relationship between SEGA and Red Entertainment is really bad. And honestly, this could just improve their relationship. Maybe they could even get the original creator, Oji Hiroi, to come back and help with the next Sakura Wars game. Now, something else that might be a bit more controversial is the original artist for the Sakura Wars games, Kosuke Fujishima. If you don't know why he's a little controversial, check out this video by Tokyosaurus. Now here's the thing, it's not like they're working with him on a current project. And besides, if the series continues, which I hope it does, they're gonna have to use his characters anyway. But anyway, that's just what I want. I really hope this does happen. I really want to play the old Sakura Wars games. I'm playing So Long My Love right now, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. And I want more. I'm sorry, I love this series so much that I just want more. And hey, if you want to help, if you have a copy of Shin Sakura, first off, finish it, it's great. Second off, complete the survey that comes with it and send it to SEGA, telling them that you'd like a translation. Or if you don't want to do that, tweet at them with the hashtag Sakura Revival. But that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Also, a day after I recorded that, Capcom announced that they're releasing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. SEGA, if they can do it, you can do it.